Welcome back to Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and again, guys, sorry about my voice. I literally lost my voice over the weekend. Slowly gonna get back. I'm probably gonna get my tonsils removed, which is something unexpected. But you know what? The news still continues. We must go on, and let's go ahead and start with rapid fire news, where I give you a little bit of everything inside the world of Nintendo. And of course, today's biggest story. There was a massive Nintendo leak over the weekend that we need to talk about, because this could be very well what we see with the next upcoming Nintendo Switch when we Tears of the Kingdom. And hopefully it doesn't happen this way. But man, every time we get close to a game release, there's always a huge leak. So let's go ahead and talk about this.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
So before we get into today's stories, you see, I want to ask you one thing. I want to ask for your subscription. You see, I'm legally blind, and I'm basically losing my sight as we go. I don't have sight on my left eye, and I have about 40% sight of my right eye, and it's just fading away, right? The doctors right now have nothing else they can do, but I have a dream to become a full-timer on YouTube by the end of this year, and I want to ask you for your help. If you subscribe to this channel right now, it'll only take a second. For me, it'll just change my life. So if you could do that right now, I would really appreciate it. Here, we have Monday through Friday Nintendo news. On the weekends, we have products and reviews. And we also have the occasional Nintopic podcast with your favorite voice actor. So I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And I just want to thank you in advance for giving me your subscription. Let's move on to today's stories. So first up in rapid news, Nintendo released an overview trailer of Advance Wars 1+2 Evo Camp that basically explains to you everything related to the game, how to play it, what's coming in the game, and everything between it. I think this is basically the only type of advertisement we're getting on the game before release, so check that out on their Nintendo YouTube page. Next, huge congratulations to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, selling over 1 million copies, which is super awesome because I guess the game was amazing. It incorporated all the old school games into one, and everybody enjoyed it, and I hope they release more like this and even newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. And last but not least, in rapid fire news, we have Final Fantasy Remastered coming to Nintendo Switch on April 19th. With a file size of 5.7 gigabytes. It combines Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and it's coming out on the 19th, so make sure. And it is available for pre-order today. Now let's move on to today's top 2 stories of the day. Alright, first up, we got the Super Mario Brothers movie. I mean, I am so extremely ecstatic about this, guys. You have no idea how happy I am that this movie is a success. Yes, everybody's worry is completely obliterated when it comes to the first Mario movie, the first Nintendo movie of our generation, and it was amazing success. Not only that, but let me read this title for you. The Super Mario Brothers movie, now looking at 368 million global start and expected to be the biggest animated opening of all time. Guys, I am telling you, this is the beginning of the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Because of this, because of the success of this great movie, the world has opened up for us Nintendo fans, and it is only gonna get better and better and better. I mean, there are so many possibilities of so many IPs coming to the theater near you, to your TV near you, to, I mean, everywhere, from HBO Max, from Netflix, from streaming services everywhere. I mean, imagine a series with Metroid live action on HBO Max, just with that gritty thing in outer space, like an alien type movie. Imagine The Legend of Zelda. Of course, I think this is going to be animated because it's already out there, the rumor. Along with Donkey Kong, there are 2 movies that are rumored to already be in production. I think that Donkey Kong is further ahead because that was the first rumor. Illumination already having the Donkey Kong kind of like, ready because he was in the Mario movie. It makes sense that Donkey Kong gets the following movie. Then the Legend of Zelda also being made by Illumination, which I believe, after watching this movie, I have every single trust in Illumination and Miyamoto to deliver the best movie possible, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna stay faithful to the characters, stay faithful to the stories, stay faithful to what we know and love and what we grew up with. And that just shows it in the Super Mario Brothers movie. And I just cannot wait, guys. This is the best time to be a Nintendo fan, the best time to just overall love your favorite IP, because it's only a matter of time before you see your favorite Nintendo game made into a movie, an animated series, a TV show, or anything other than that. So let me know in the comments, what Nintendo IP, what Nintendo franchise would you love to see next in this whole Nintendo cinematic universe? All right, so now let's move on to today's top story, and this has to do with a leak that happened with a game that's still further away, than even Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm like, wow, is this happened with this game? Then I'm pretty sure that it's going to happen with Tears of the Kingdom, which is a very sad thing. And normally this is a common thing that happens every now and then with Nintendo games. It leaks out early, the information gets out there, and well, I mean, there's really not much they can do about it. But Nintendo should do some maybe more security to protect this from happening. And it's a sad thing when it happens. But here we have another leak, and this has to do with Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is still not out till July, not even June, July. We have Tears of the Kingdom coming up next, first Advanced Reboot coming up this month, next month Tears of the Kingdom, and then Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is the last game that we know of that Nintendo is about to release for Nintendo, right? There's no other games after that, like where we were up in the air, and a lot of us are speculating and kind of seeing with all the clues and all the leaks that this is all related to the Switch 2, because Nintendo wants to use the Switch 2 to promote the rest of the games. So if you ask me, I would probably see a Switch 2 coming up maybe in June, so that the rest of the calendar year could be used to promote games coming on the Switch 2 and on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, along with Pikmin 4 as well. But Pikmin 4, yes, a game that has been leaked super early, and this happened on I think Reddit. So let's go ahead and read it really quick, and then let's talk about this. Let's talk about what this means for the rest of the Nintendo games. So we haven't got too long to wait until Pikmin 4 release, as it's finally due out on Nintendo Switch on the 21st of July. Today, new information that seemingly appeared on Reddit, which presumably been posted by a play tester. There you go. So somebody who actually had access to the game, who tested the game. That's unfortunate, because these positions are in very short, they're short leash, and you have to really sign NDAs and be super trusting in order to be in this kind of position. And what looks like a tester was the one who leaked it. And this is horrible, because I would love to be in that testing position. It's a unique position that not everybody's in, to be able to play games ahead of time and to have access to games before anybody else. It's a very unique position that, I mean, it's, sad. Now, I want to warn you before I continue reading, there are some spoilers here when it comes to the gameplay mechanics, things that happen. So if you want to avoid these type of spoilers, I have some other couple videos on the channel related to Switch 2 that you might love. Go check it out, including the patent one for the Nintendo Switch dev kit. So yeah, there's other videos that you want to check out if you want to avoid these spoilers. But if you don't, if you want to know a little more, then I will continue reading. 3, 2, 1, and let's get started. The user reports that Pikmin 4 will feature 4 leaders, captains, and these are all named after dog breed. In the main character, Palm, being named after the Spitz type breed, Pomeranian. Palm will be available to play in the main game during daytime in-game and when various cave systems. The other 3 Pikmin captains will be playable when it's nighttime in-game, in the gameplay being similar to Pikmin 3's challenge mode, where you control 3 leaders who were Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. So basically, I mean, it's not so much of a leak, but more like a continuing of gameplay from Pikmin 3. The only difference here is that instead of you having real names for the characters, like people name, you have pet names, because the dog is actually
Palm from a Pomeranian, and I'm guessing that the other 3 captains will have dog breed names as well. So there you have it. I mean, that's the only information we have from that leak. And it all talks about, it continues to talk about the dogs and the gameplay and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, it appears that this game has leaked information, even images from the actual game that I'm not going to show here. But it's something that really, it's kind of, I would say, sad because, you know, it's like opening a gift before Christmas. And it's not the same feeling, and your parents might be hurt because you were supposed to wait for Christmas so that they can capture that moment and then see how you react towards this awesome gift that they gave you. And I think Nintendo wanted us to see that with Pikmin 4, you know, and there's a lot of fans out there who are super excited about this game, you know. Just keep away from this, you know, just stay away from these leaks, and you'll still have that feeling of enjoyment and of surprise that Nintendo wants to deliver. But yeah, this is an issue that we need to kind of address, and Nintendo needs to find ways on how to avoid leaks for Nintendo games, especially when these leaks go out there and become, you know, illegal copies of the game. That hurts even more because that hurts the sales of Nintendo's IP, and Nintendo's IP then falls into sale prices. And then we also have the fact that Nintendo thinks the game didn't do well because nobody bought it, they just downloaded it illegally, and then it leads to the discontinuation of that said IP. So, I mean, the best thing we can do as fans, as Nintendo fans, is to first thing, avoid leaks like this one. Second thing, say no to piracy and try our best to support the company that we know and love and that has delivered so much to us. I want to know your thoughts down below in the comments about the Super Mario movie, about this Pikmin 4 leak, and everything in between. Are you excited about the future of Nintendo when it comes to all of this stuff happening? I mean, Tears of the Kingdom is only weeks away. We have, you know, the Super Mario movie doing amazing, Pikmin 4 coming up, a potential Switch 2 this year as well. I mean, there's so much to look forward to in the world of Nintendo, and I am excited, and I hope that you are too. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Odyssey News. But before I let you go, I have 2 important things I need to let you know. Number 1, never give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey. Looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.